Good evening. I hope I find you well. It kept up nice today, didn't it? Well, I was. We'll talk about that when we're talking. So, and it kept dry. So we're going to sing our little hymns, aren't we? Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps. And when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. That's lovely. Up you go, blessed Sacred Heart of Jesus. Oh, Blessed Mother. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Thrown on thy search, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. Now there, Blessed Mother, keep on knowing things. Yep. So here we are. Thanks be to God it wasn't raining today. Well, after my videos this morning and my chores that I have to do, some chores, and then I was out in the sun house. I porridge and I put out some for the birds, and then I say the Stations of the Cross in my little book in the sun house, keeping an eye that the stuff that I put out for the small birds, that the crows or the magpies won't touch it. As soon as I see any of them, they open the door, let it roar, and they clear off sharpish. But I've one little bird, and honest to goodness, I don't know whether he doesn't eat anything in the grass or anything. He's the only one that does it. It's kind of screeching though. Well, wherever he's at, he doesn't sing. No, he doesn't sing. But he'd just be he'd be kind of screeching like looking for food all the time, busting chickens. Most unusual. And then just to talk about birds, there's two what do you call it? uh, not robins, sparrows, and have a nest in the house, but it's very peculiar. It stands in the wire, and there's an electric wire sort of coming in with the phone and the electric. He stands there the nest there, and he checks around to make sure there's no individual that might interfere with him. And the next thing, he hops into the nest. Then the other bird, like there's two of them, we call him the father and mother. He's waiting until this starts. Then he comes along, and then he's looking around, and the next thing, in he goes. It's just very funny because I can see it in the sun house. If it was out there, they wouldn't do it. So I have this little observation with nature. And then, so I visited Newtown Forbes. This Blessed Alexandrina, I think I showed you a picture of her there the other day. So I want to go to visit, and so I called to Ursula Coppinger in Newtown Forbes, which is just outside Longford, a couple of miles. I went to the wrong estate first, and then got the right one because they're bungalows. And I rang the bell, but there seemed to be no answer, so I thought to myself, God, that's funny. And I went around at the back, and here she was, because she's hairdresser as well. And as I was going round, I saw a cat was on the bed, and there was no answer to the door. Now, I didn't try, she said it was open. But in any event, I went around, and I thought I heard something inside. So anyway, she was doing the hair, and of course there was noise. She wouldn't hear any bell, because the lady she was doing was funny enough, originally from Castlebrand, but in Newtown Forbes, and they're going to a wedding in Boyle tomorrow in St. Attractive Church. Now, the parish church is St. Joseph's, and Father Hanley is the parish priest there, I know. And he's a first cousin to Monsignor John Hanley, that was the postulator for the sainthood for St. Oliver Plunkett in 1975. I knew him. He was beside us here in Carnaross. Anyways, so this lady was from Castlebrand. So she was going to the wedding, getting her hair done. So I had a bit of a chat with him. So you should get it done blonde, it'll be all after you. So they were going to the St. Attractive Church. Now, it must be out in Knockvicker. It's not in Boyle itself, because I don't know any St. Attractive Church there. St. Joseph's, the parish church. And there was a big, lovely church there, but then it burned down in 1960. Terrible. And then they built a modern one, a roundy one. I don't like it at all. I don't like it whatsoever. I prefer the straightforward church made in like the shape of the sacred, the cross. You know, what the right and left, and it's the shape of the cross. And the one we have here in Old Castle is named after St. Albert Plunkett. So I had a good chat with him, and a bit of humour. And I bought two little of the I got from Precious Life from Bernadette Smith. She's a lovely lady. I sent him a little donation, and I asked her for some of those. Let me see. Those. Oh yeah, there. Well, I got 20 of them, but anyway, I brought two down for Ursula, and they're going in August. There's 100 of them, and Father Marcy is something to do with Tourist Tours. It's 100 going, and they go to Fannyman, and then they only spend a few hours in Ballazar, and that wouldn't suit me. I want to be spending longer, so I said I'll go. I think I'll have to go myself, and I thought you might be able to tip me off where to stay in Ballazar. But she said there's not many places, it's only a small place. And she mentioned some other place nearby that they would have accommodation. I was just I'll solve it when I go. I might go to there's a a travel agent here, and they might be able to organise it better than I could. And give them a bit of business, of course, because Ryanair goes once a month. But then they be coming back the same day. Well, I wasn't going to stay there for a month. And other airlines go from Dublin, Lufthansa, and a few other ones. So they'll know all about that. And I'd like to spend maybe 5 days there, maybe a week. You see, it flies into Porto, and that's about an hour and a half of a bus journey. I can't just time-wise, but I thought it was 40 kilometres or 40 miles. You wouldn't think it'd take an hour and a half. But in any event, and she says they visited the home of Blessed Alexandria, and they're building a big church, like a basilica, in honour, but she's not too keen on that. Neither am I. I like to keep it the way it was. Give it a, and unfortunately to do that. So that's the little feat, the precious life. Now I have got a nice few of them. I brought 2. I gave 2 to Ursula, and the lady was getting her hair done. They're going to this wedding, and she says she has one of them, the precious lives, so that's good. And I gave Ursula 2, and she gave me the leaflet about this business of going, but I don't want to go with 100. And I said, well, you're going to Fatima. I mean, Blessed Alexandria is the most important. You'd want to be spending more time there than in Fatima. And she said Fatima's gone down a bit from the point of view of the way it's the devotions. It's not as spiritual or something. Anyway, be that as it may, I was in Lourdes, and Lourdes is nice. There's 2 churches, one up above and one down below, and that. And I visited where St. Bernadette lived. It must be very poor, but I thought the place was all right where they lived. I saw the bed and all the rest of it where she slept and that. So I liked Lourdes, and of course I liked Knock. There were the people there. So I liked Knock. I'd be going to it now. I'm getting the job done, getting the concrete in the drive. And with the weather being sort of wet there the past week, today now was dry, and I thought it might have been here, but in any event, I went where I went, so it wasn't, because it looks shaky looking. And it needs plenty of dry. It needs to be dried. It needs proper drying, and they come early and then they do it. So we'll see tomorrow what tomorrow's like. But so I can't really go anywhere until they do that job, because if the weather was good, I'd like to go down to Knock. I'd like to visit my friend Michael Devine in Boyle. But I did that, and then I did some work. First of all, I weeded these. My late wife, Lord of Mercy, may she rest in peace, and the light of heaven shine upon her, amen. She was very fond of the garden, and anyways, I got flowers. There was a lot of roses, and they were really all over the place, so I got them out. But there's a couple there still coming up that I couldn't get out. And where I planted flowers, and these kind of little yolks come up. I don't know what they are. They can grow tall too, so I hoovered them out. And then I got on my ride on more, because the weather was like dry, so I cut the grass. I think I had to empty it 4 times. But I did a nice job. I did the small garden, and then I did the one in the road. It's awkward in that one. But thank God I got it done. It's better than it might have been. So I was very happy with what I did. So I had a busy day. And thank God I'm able to do it at my age. And thank God for that He's kept me sort of so good. So I had a grand chat down with him down below. Bit of laughter. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks be to God. Yeah. God, I thought she wasn't there, but be goodness she was. So it was good. I got a bit of news. And the lady that was getting the hair done was from Castlerahan. She able to give me a bit of news about that. Yeah, there was a tragedy there. She said the house that tragedy where there was murder. There was this teacher, murdered his wife. She was a teacher in another school, and his 3 sons. Terrible. But the house had been burned down apparently. There was 2 cars there all the time, and never nothing whatever's in it was burned as well, because they'd be nearly haunted by what happened there. Terrible. So anyway, that's the story. We say prayers for all these people that happened. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and I feel like singing a hymn or something. Yeah, what can I sing? For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. How are things in Glockamara? Is the little willow tree still standing there? That was Brendan O'Dowd that sung that. And I'm afraid that's about all I know of it. But funny enough, when it was going down towards Castlepollard, then I turned off for Longford or Edgestown and then Longford. And but as you're going towards Castlepollard, the trees are coming across the road. So it's like going through a tunnel, but it's nature. It's very uplifting. So then there's 2 parts of that. You're going through the tunnel and the trees are meeting in the middle from one side to the other. It's lovely. There's something peaceful about it. But funny enough, when I was cutting the grass, the robin was singing. Then when I was up here, wherever it was, he was singing. The other lad was screeching looking for food, but he's not going to get it until 7 o'clock, or about 7:30. Thereabouts, I'll be putting out and I'll be closing the sun house. So there we are. Just thought to tell you the stories. There's always little stories, isn't there? Yet you little stories wherever you happen to be. But we're singing. Yeah, we're not talking about crows. They unfortunately didn't. Songsters, you couldn't call them that. No, the robin or the little robin is the best lad because he has notes or something. Yeah, I love listening to him. And here he was, because they go silent in June or thereabouts, and then later on in the autumn, then they're singing again. But there you are. Bye now, and enjoy the rest of your evening.